We interrupt this video because it's snowing and I haven't cranked the Jeep. I should probably clarify what I'm talking about. I sold the Cherokee to Stan Silva. Many of you know Stan Silva. He's a much beloved local artist. He did much of the pinstriping and the lettering on the rat rod. He did the lettering and the pinstriping on the Crosley. He's done a lot of artwork, and he's just a fabulous metal worker. He's done some metal work for me, including things like making banjo rings and stuff. But anyway, what I still have is this Jeep, which is my little 83, I think this is an 83, yeah, 83 CJ7, which is my snowplow. And I haven't cranked it since October. And I was thinking, well, there's no rush about that, but now that it's snowing, it might be a good idea to crank it. Now, the last time I cranked it, I had changed the carburetor from whatever it was. I've had several carburetors on this car, but I bought an adapter and put a Motorcraft 2-barrel on it to replace the old Carter or whatever. This thing had a horrible amount of crap on it, and I can't remember if this is an 83 or an 87 just off the top of my head, but it was during that period when the world went crazy, and in some strange attempt to save gas, they put all kind of vacuum things and electronic things and carburetors with all kind of stuff on them. And yeah, I don't know if any of it did any good or not, but to me it was just all a bunch of crap. So I pulled all that stuff off, went back to the Carter, went to the Motorcraft because several people said it was the best carb, and it turned out to be a really good one. In fact, it cured about 90% of the starting problems I was having with this. Now, the last time I cranked this, it had been sitting a while, and I didn't even pour any gas in the carb. I just pumped it and cranked it. So that's kind of what I'm going to try to do today. Without raising the hood, pouring gas in it and all that. It has been on a battery tender, but without going through all that stuff, starter fluid, gas and all that, I'm going to try to crank it first without touching the gas, and then I'll pump the gas and crank it, and nothing to lose by giving it a try. And if it doesn't start, then I can let the thing charge some more. And it's got a new battery, but it's always good for it to be good and hot. Let's just see what she does. First of all, without touching the gas at all, we'll try this. That's about what I expected, because normally you're not going to have gas down in the system because it'll evaporate out. So by pumping it, I'm actually activating an accelerator pump. First of all, by turning it over, I could pump some gas up into the carb, and then by pumping it, I could shoot some of that gas down into the manifold. So we'll try it now. That's after pumping it. I can tell that the battery's already starting to slow down. Not sure how well that battery tender's been working. We'll try some more. This thing turns so far, I almost can't get my arm that far around. See, that battery should have been hotter than that if the battery tender was working. So I'll go have a look at that. That should have allowed me to turn that over for a goodly while before it gave me that dead noise. So, go around here to where the battery tender is. It appears to be connected well here. Sometimes in the rush of things, I wind up accidentally unplugging something. So let's see here. This is hooked here. It should be charging. This one is one that I had hooked to Rusty's Crosley. I think this should be blinking if it's working. But I may be wrong. It would probably be better to hot this battery up and mess with it now rather than doing it when I'm wading in snow. So I'm gonna go and disconnect and reconnect this plug, the battery tender, and it may be that just bringing it, unplugging it and replugging it might make a connection. I'll go look at that. And if that was charging, I believe there'd be a light flashing instead of a solid red. Yeah, no, I thought I saw it flash. All right, let's raise the hood, and what I might do is bring my charger out here, set it up on this, and start charging it that way. I don't believe there's any good place to sit you. I'll pull that hood up, but we'll try. We'll try sitting over here. Y'all hold on now. Try not to fall. Oh yeah, that ain't bad. Yeah. Battery tenders, I don't think I brought my glasses with me, but they do have a fuse in them that sometimes isn't good anymore. Check that. Even though this is a fairly new battery, I guess it's probably been in here a couple of years now, so I guess it ain't all that new. Let's get this thing off. Open this up and have a look at that fuse. I'm not even sure why they put fuses on these things. I doubt if this would ever have enough fire in there to cause a problem. The fuse looks okay. I don't see any signs of it being burned up. Could be that some of these connectors are old and crappy. Yeah. I could bring out. I've got a wired end piece on this one here. What I could do is stick the cord from this one through. So I guess first what I could do is I could take the wired end piece off this one that was hooked to Rusty's car. Right now it doesn't have one on it. See, there's no fuse in it. But I could run that out there and hook that to mine to see if that gets this thing started to blinking. And if it's not, I could hand his through the wall, plug it into this, see what happens that way. Let's just try. I'll hook this to the hot side, the ground side, and I'll hook this to the hot side, and I'll unplug this one here. I can plug in this from here. Let's see if that gets us blinking in there. It may be that it's not supposed to be blinking, because I noticed this one that's hooked to nothing is blinking. That's what I could do, I suppose, is test it that way. I could just unhook one of these, see if that starts blinking in there. Yeah, I see nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna take this one here, and I'm gonna stick it through the wall. I'll take that one away. Pull this one out altogether. I'm guessing these things don't last forever. I'll go out there, stick this one through. Actually, no, that wouldn't be right. It would come through from in here and go out there. Like this. And this can plug in here. What is this? This is the wrong one, isn't it? No, it's the right one. I see. This is the one. Getting confused here. Let's stick this one through there. Okay. We'll run that one over to that plug. So this one is the one. Run that across the hood over to that side. And we'll plug it into this. And then we'll go inside and see what that did. That was blinking before. Now we got a solid red light, so I feel like this one is now working. I'm going to pull this other one out. I may take this in the house and well, see now, I pulled the fuse out when I did that. I don't know why this one doesn't seem to be working, but this one does. So I'm going to just sort of set this one, I think, over to the side. I'll put this wire on it. But that's one I want to look at to see what's going on with it. And I could take that in the garage and hook it to something. I think I will take that. I think I'll take that one with me and I'll leave this other one to see if it enlivens my battery over here. I don't think this snow's gonna last long, so I'm gonna go ahead and close down the hood here. But I'll come back out here later on and take another look at that after a while. I guess I closed that right on that wire. Right there. Better something like this probably. Okay. So we'll just leave that till, I don't know, sometime later today I'll come back out here and try it again. And I'll take this one in the house, and we'll look at it a little closer, see what we think. I don't know if it's possible, and it may be possible to go in the garage and put a light on this thing, see if it's got any charge coming out of it. I mean, I could do that right in, take it right in the garage. I might actually have a battery sitting on a stand. I got that one on the floor, I know, but got this old red top back here, and it's hooked to, what is it hooked to? It's hooked to this one. So let's find a plug that I ain't using. And I'll get my test light. I think I was just using my test light the other day, so it should be right handy by here. Here's one right here. Let's just see if there's any fire coming out of this. No, either this test light isn't working or that's a no. So let's take this, stick it on this battery right over here. Yeah, the test light works, but it's not working off of this charger. So I'm thinking this charger is not good anymore. I'm thinking it's reached its expiration date and stopped working. Now, I could check that by hooking this to, I've got another one back there I think that's hooked up. Let's just set this aside for the moment. And let's see, I think we got one working. We got one working here. I think we got one working here too. Right here on this battery. We got one working. Boom, boom. That isn't lighting up either. I wonder if these things have gone bad, or if they're even supposed to light. What we got here? Well, safe to say I'm going to need to spend some time looking at that. And it might be time to buy me a couple new chargers. The last ones I bought were these cheap ones down at Walmart, but they've worked out pretty good. So I think they might be okay. Oh, I've got a new mouse in my collection over here. That's good. I was wondering if they would still come up that, because the old peanut butter is pretty dried out, but I guess one did because I got one in there. That's good. My neighbor said he had seen some rats. Somebody had seen some rats over across the street there, and he warned me to be on the lookout for them. See, that light's working. All right, I'll put this back up here. And I might just go on Walmart's page and order me a couple extra battery chargers. I was thinking I might need some pretty soon anyway. The trailer's on my list to finish up today. My fingers are already a little frigid. think it's 24. I think it's supposed to get up into the 40s today, so I may hold off a little bit. See what we have here. Here's one. And what's this one connected to? Nothing. Okay, here's one that's connected to nothing. So we can use it for a test. This is one of those Walmart chargers. But if I get my light, that I had over here, I can test this on that. So if I put my ground right under here, put that under there, and then I put the other side here. See if anything lights up. No, that ain't lighting either. So apparently, might be safe to say that there ain't enough fire that comes through these things to light those up. So that may be not an accurate test of these. I could take this one and put it on. Well, I'm gonna walk away from this for right now. There's no point in standing out here freezing off my fingertips trying to figure out what's what today, right now, cold as it is. I'll come back to that. None of this video might make it up. We'll see. I might wind up not running any of it. Yeah, okay. Let's go inward. I'll hang the light back up here. We'll go back inward. And we'll probably cut all this out and throw it away, because there wasn't nothing interested in that anyway, right? Okay. Now, snowing as fast as it is, though, I might actually want that thing to get hot today, because we might get enough snow to need for it to be warmed up. I could take my old big charger out there and plug it in. You know what, I'm gonna watch it. That thing charges quick. I'm gonna watch it snow a little longer. If it keeps snowing and starts accumulating, I'll get that charger out. Okay.